Hi, I'm Taylor's grandmother, and I was born in Hungary in the early 50s when the country was under communism. And I came here in 1956 during the Hungarian Revolution. And the revolution, basically it started because of World War II, when the Americans and the Russians came to free all the countries of the Nazis. America went home, but the Russians decided to stay. They tried to convert everybody into communism. They took away freedom of speech, freedom of religion, even as far as what kind of job you wanted to have. You couldn't do what you wanted to do or what you were educated to do. It had to be what they wanted. Well, in 1956, the college students basically were the ones who decided they were going to rebel. They had enough of communism. They wanted it out of our country. And they went after the communists and killed a lot of people. They in turn turned around and started killing civilians. So my parents decided to leave the country. And the way we had to go was, luckily my parents had friends that owned a farm, and they had a horse and a buggy that was full of hay that they hid us into to take us to the train station. What we didn't know was the train in front of us, everybody was killed on it. There was no telephones, there was no way to communicate to let other people know that it's dangerous to escape. They knew it was dangerous because there was tanks on every corner with soldiers everywhere. You couldn't go out. There was a curfew. Nobody could go out after dark. And we were able to sneak out and get into the hay. We got almost as far as Austria, and the train stopped, and because somebody came with on a horse to let us know that the whole train in front of us, everybody was killed on it. So we never made it to the border. We had to get off and walk. So we walked through the night into Austria. And we were in Austria for about a month. We lived in a camp, and my mother spoke fluent German, which is how we were able to get to America, because she helped with a lot of the paperwork with the Red Cross. And we had a flight from Austria to New York, which we stayed in a camp in New York. The flight was horrible. It was a military cargo plane with no seats. You had to sit on the floor, and you could hear the wind whistling through all the little holes in the bottom of the plane. So by the time we landed, I had such an ear infection. But we wound up in Philadelphia. We were the first Hungarian refugees in Philadelphia. Our picture was under the Liberty Bell. My parents were so proud of that. And we were sponsored by a family in Doylestown who helped us get on our feet. And that's basically my story, how I got here. But there is no country like America. You have to live someplace else to realize how lucky you are to be born here and have the freedoms and the opportunity that only this country can offer.